Yo, what is going on, guys? It's C-Brev bringing you another MLB The Show 19 video. Today I wanted to go over the XP reward path and specifically the diamond players associated with leveling up in this year's game. I'm going to go over how many you get, where you get them, what's in the packs. I'm going to go over my personal opinions on who I think I should take first. And then I want to give you guys some advice, which is the big part of the video, on how to kind of structure your lineup with these rewards in mind long term. So firstly, we'll go over when you get these packs. So there's three types of packs. There's a low diamond, which is the same pack from the pre-order bonus. So it has one of the 30 players from the pre-order in it. For the low diamonds, you get 9 of these players by the time you hit diamond level 100. And these occur at bronze level 50, silver 20 and 60, gold 20 and 60, and then diamond 15, 35, 65, and 80. So by the time you hit diamond level 80, you'll have all 9 of these rewards. An interesting thing to note is that the low diamond rewards are the only ones that are sellable currently. So the player that you pick out of these packs is going to be sellable. Supply and demand dictates that they're all going to sit roughly around the same price, and they're all kind of sitting around 18K at the moment. I expect that to go down by quite a bit as people start leveling up more. The next type of pack is the high diamond pack, and these have 8 players in them. 9, and you can get all 9 of them by the time you hit diamond level 100, assuming you pick a different one every time, obviously, which you should, because none of these are sellable as it stands. And you get these packs at bronze 75, silver 40 and 80, gold 40, 80, and 95, and then diamond 25, 50, 75, and 95. So by the time you hit diamond 95, you'll have all 9 of these high diamond rewards. And then finally we have the big kahunas, which is the 99 overall max legends. There are 5 of these that you get from the XP reward path. The first one you get at silver level 1, the second one's gold level 1, third one's diamond level 1, and then you get the last 2 at diamond level 100. And so now that I've gone over when you get them, I want to kind of talk about who's in the packs, who I'm going to be taking in the short term. So the low diamond pack, the biggest thing I want to tell you guys, and the biggest thing about making your roster decision with these packs in mind, is that I think for the high diamond and the signature series packs, you should make those decisions, and you should formulate your roster with those in mind for the long term. And for the low diamond packs, I think you should fill in holes in the short term. So what do I mean by that? In the high diamond packs, I'm going to list the positions that you get. I'll also show you the pack. So you can get a shortstop, a center fielder, left fielder, right fielder, first base, catcher, 2 starting pitchers, and a closing pitcher. And then the signature series includes a third baseman, a first baseman, a second baseman, right field, and center field. And so what I mean by thinking about long term is that you should understand, like let's say you want to take Joe Morgan at silver level 1. You should understand that in the short term you should not be spending any stubs or making any decisions in regards to second base, because whoever's playing second base for you right now doesn't matter in the long run, because as soon as you get Joe Morgan, you're going to throw him there. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Same thing goes with the high diamonds. I'm going to be taking this Clayton Kershaw first, which is what most people are doing because the card is insane. You could also take Nolan Ryan. He's the classic number 2 pick right now. But with that decision in mind, because I'm going to get this card at bronze 75, it's important to understand that now I only need 4 starting pitchers for my rotation, and that I should only focus on 3 of them in the long term, because one of them should be short term because it's going to be replaced by Nolan Ryan. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. It's actually a big deal that you factor this in mind. Like let's say you want to take Trevor Hoffman third, which would be at silver level 80, which is not that far away for many people if you've been playing the game a lot. you now need to understand that only 6 out of your 7 bullpen slots should be focused on long term, and that 1 out of the 7 should be a short term decision and therefore should not be heavily invested in stubs. So, and that's assuming obviously you're going to keep the player there forever once you get them, which is your personal decision. But I hope what I'm saying is making sense, kind of thinking about it in a different way. So like, I wouldn't consider this Johnny Bench card an in-game catcher, like all the way in-game, so he'll probably be one of my last rewards. And so therefore, I should be more invested in stub-wise a catcher for the short term, because the short term is probably going to be a bit longer before I get this card. Like I said, I'm probably going to take the 3 pitchers first, and so my 4th choice won't be until gold level 40, which is a pretty long time away, where I'll probably take Giambi. But from now until gold level 40, I need a first baseman. So I might be thinking a little more mid to long term with my first baseman decisions, because I'm so far away from picking this card. And the reason why that's important is that you can now use the low diamonds, which I recommend you focus on the short term with, to fill in these holes while you wait for the better rewards, basically. The reason I would focus on short term with these low diamonds is, one, the biggest reason is they're sellable. So they're going to have a salvage value when you're done with them. And so it's very easy to interchange them as you go. So these are some of the easiest cards to fill in holes with, because you can turn around and flip them for roughly the same price minus tax. So this is a really good way to interchange positions as you move along. Also, they're pretty easy to get. And there's a lot of them. There's 9 of them, so you can fill a lot of holes with these things. One interesting thing to note as far as thinking long term is that with all these rewards combined, you only get 2 starting pitchers and 1 relief pitcher. So my strategy for now and looking into the long term is to spend the majority of my stubs on starting pitchers and bullpen arms, because those are some of the scarcest positions when it comes to the free rewards that they have included in this XP reward path. And so based on that decision, I'm going to be looking at taking mostly only starting pitchers as I go along in this low diamond. So I'm looking at Roy Oswalt. I probably won't take Nolan Ryan because I'm going to get the 99 at silver level 40. But I'm looking at Kerry Wood. I'm looking at Felix Hernandez. I'm just filling out my rotation with these free rewards, because I'm not going to get starting pitchers aside from the 2 otherwise. And unfortunately, there's no bullpen arms in this low diamond reward. There's no closers or relievers at all. And so I think closers and relievers are going to be the hardest to come by, and that's where you should be spending most of your spare stubs. I hope what I'm saying is coming through to you guys, because I think it's a really important way to think of things. And then quickly to round out the video, I'll go over some guys that I actually like from these packs, just in general. So obviously I think Ricky Henderson is a good pick. At the very least, he'll be able to be a pinch runner in a couple months, which I think is always useful on a bench to have at least one of. I think Tony Gwynn is really bad, because everyone's going to get the 99 of him eventually. This Kendall's better than people think if you're fine with having a contact hitting catcher. Oswalt's really good, I think. Posey's garbage. The outfielders all have pretty poor fielding, so I'm not big on them. The Chipper Jones is okay, but once again, poor fielding. I really like Tom Seaver also. So basically only the pitchers. But like I said, they're all sellable, so at least you can just make your decision on the stubs, I guess. And then for the high diamonds, the ones that I like that I'll probably be keeping around, obviously these 3. It's not even a question. They'll be in the lineup for the rest of the year. I really like this Giambi card as a left-handed power-hitting first baseman, even though his defense isn't great at all. The card absolutely raked for me last year, so he's going to be coming back on the squad. Ralph Kiner will be a great pinch hitter. I think I could see him being a bench bat for the rest of the year, especially with the inverse splits. I really like pinch hitters that have inverse splits, since people try to play righty-lefty so much late in games. And then I'll probably use Ichiro. I don't think he's the best outfielder that's out there, but it's his last year. He's going to be in the game, so I am therefore required to use him all year. No, I'm joking, but I definitely want to. Kemp and Trammell are the only guys that I could see not using at all. And so, therefore, once again, I'll be making long-term decisions with my stubs on shortstops. And my outfield should be good. I should have 3 outfielders, so Kemp's not a big deal. But and yeah, obviously I already said I'm not a big fan of the bench, but we'll have to see what other catchers come out in the future. So right now my order is going to be Kershaw, Ryan, Hoffman, then Giambi, then Ichiro, then Kiner, and then the last 3 I don't really care about. So that's how I'm prioritizing that. As far as the max overalls, I'm going to be taking Joe Morgan first. So if you guys saw my lineup in the beginning, I don't know if I showed it, but I have Trey Turner at second base right now. That's because in the short term, I don't care who's at second base because I know I'm taking Joe Morgan first. So that's the mindset that I was talking about before. Secondly, I'll probably take Tony Gwynn because the card is amazing. He just plays the outfield. I think outfield's a lot deeper than second base is right now. Third, I'll be taking Duke Snider, probably. I might also take Frank Thomas. The only thing I know for sure is that Brooks Robinson is going to be last. His fielding's insane, but the hitting has a lot left to be desired. And speed guys are so easy to come by in these other programs, or speed and contact, I suppose, that I'm really looking for power at a corner infield position to round out my lineup. So I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.